morning, traders. Welcome to today's market review. This is Razak at CMTrading. Today is January 17th, 2018, and today is Wednesday morning. So we're on our way midweek in terms of the economic news. Couple of numbers coming out today. Canadian dollar and Bank of Canada rate statement is today. That's a big number. And then at 6:15 following that, we're going to have a press conference. But let's see what's been happening in the markets because it's been a really great trading session. So we're looking here at the Euro USD, and we retrace back from 123.040, as you can see here. It's a pretty decent retracement, 22.43. So it's about, about a 55 pip retracement. The question is how much further are we going to retrace? Okay, we're in a pivotal move, and I'm going to just jump to the Dow Jones because that's really what's the catalyst in this market. We're looking at the Dow Jones 25,876. Yesterday we hit a high of 26,000 and change, as you can see in a 4-hour chart, 26 and just about change. Okay, but we retraced right after that. Okay, which means that people are looking for taking a little bit of money off the table. Okay, and we were quite volatile, over a 200 point range yesterday in the Dow Jones. And so the question is that are we going to is the buying so strong that we're going to make back this real estate that we lost yesterday? Or is it just, a beginning of a pivotal move where we're changing the direction of the market? So I look for direction in the Dow Jones, and then I would look for everything else, because this is really what the catalyst is. It's not the euro that's driving the Dow Jones, it's the Dow Jones that's getting stronger and pushing down the dollar. Okay, so as you can see at the Euro USD, now this gives us a little bit more clarity with the Euro USD, the GBPUSD, everything with USD base. So we're trading at 122.43 right here. Okay, so the question is if we're going to see some sort of catalyst in the Dow Jones move higher, we should see the euro going back to 123-ish level. However, if we don't get that, we may see it that it continues to retrace. So just keep that in mind, because 123 is a big number for the Euro USD. We really don't have any sort of resistance at this level. Okay, going up to 133. Okay, so altogether, all right, we're at, very difficult position, technically speaking, of anticipating any sort of correctional move. Okay, but you should just keep an eye on both of them to see how they're trading. GBPUSD, same story. We retraced a little bit yesterday off of our highs of 138-ish. Okay, so I'd look for both that, that case scenario to see how the Dow Jones is going to be playing out today, and then I'd look for the GBP and the Euro USD. Looking at the USD ZAR still getting stronger. Okay, so this is really an important element. Okay, we're trading at 1230. We were down to 1223 yesterday, as you can see. So we're really, trickling down, and this is showing some weakness. Okay, so if we don't break out higher and we don't, challenge this, on the upside, at least on the 14-day average, we could see it maybe correct itself even further down to the low 12s, excuse me. So that's something to keep an eye out as the market continues trading with that. Looking at gold, gold retraced a little bit from 1344 down to 1355. We're making a little bit of a double top here, okay, in a 1-hour chart. So that's something to really keep an eye on, but we are retracing down to support level. Okay, so keep an eye on that. If we do bounce off of it, we continue going up higher. Looking at oil, tomorrow we're gonna have the weekly inventories number. What we did retrace from 64.75-ish level down to 63.69. Great volatility. Again, it's the same story. You have to really, pair yourself to see how much we consolidate here to see if we're just trading in a range between 63.69 and 64.75. So keep that in mind. Looking at the USD CAD, with that number coming out today, rate statement, we found ourselves consolidating at this 124-ish level. And the question is whether or not they've taken it this far down to take it up higher, to see, depending on what the rate decision is going to be. So this will have volatility today, 5 o'clock South African time, so keep that in mind. Looking again at the Dow Jones, all-time highs of 26 and change, as you can see here, 26. Yeah, I don't want to say it's 26.80 or 60, because it really is a very difficult point to really precisely say what the high was yesterday, but 25,873 right now. The question is, are we going to bounce back, or is this, a pivot point to have some sort of correctional move, at least in the short term, okay? Because we've gone up over 1,000 points since Christmas. I've mentioned that a couple of times in this morning's review. Now, this is really important. If you pay attention to my daily review, this should really be striking for you. You should have made money yesterday on this. The DAX sold off, okay? And this is what we mentioned yesterday, is that the DAX wasn't breaking out higher when the Dow Jones was. So it's your go-to for any sort of correctional move. The DAX, excuse me, is your place to short. Okay, and sure enough, we had a beautiful retracement yesterday from 13,333 down to 13,141 as we're standing right now. Now, this correctional move could even go down further to the low 1300 and continue maybe even breaking that. So keep an eye on that for continuation today from some follow through on the downside. This is Fred Razak. I want to wish you guys a great trading day. Thank you.